In this video segment, we're going to be making an Apple logo and introducing another famous logo into it to make a really fun screensaver type design, or maybe a t-shirt design. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to open the Apple logo. And so I've got the Apple logo here that I'm going to incorporate into this project. So I'm going to right click on that and open with Photoshop. And also I'm going to use the Superman logo. I like that logo a lot, so we're going to use that logo together to make a really fun, cool design. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is we want to drag the Superman logo over to the Apple logo. And that is using our Move tool. We're going to take our Superman logo and drag it on. It's about the same size, but I want to make it more fit a rounded apple. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I want to get rid of this white edge around the Superman logo. To do that, we're just going to take our magic wand, which is usually hidden underneath the quick selection tool right here, magic wand. Click on the white part. It finds all of the similar pixels together, and hit delete, the big delete key on your keyboard. Command D gets rid of those marching ants going around the selection. Okay, now it's kind of cool, but I want to make it rounded. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit Command T. That's to transform it. So I'm going to kind of stretch it out a little bit. And then I'm going to take the fun tool called Warp right here. You can warp things. And it makes all of a sudden this very stretchable, rounded, okay? So I'm going to kind of pull it out to like that. And then I'm going to kind of pull it up over here, okay? Kind of fit the apple there, okay? And then hit the check mark. Now the next thing we want to do is we want to cut that Apple logo out of this S design. So we turn the layer off of the S Superman logo, go back to our Apple logo and go to our magic wand and click on the apple. Now it's selected all the similar pixels, but it misses this because there's a valley here, or a gutter. So let's select this image as well. If I click on this part of the apple, now the other is not. So if I hold down Shift, it will hit a plus sign. It'll add that selection. All right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag, or not drag, but open my layer back up, or open it up so I can see it. And now you've got the Apple logo over the top of that. But if I hit delete now, it would cut it out of the S. And I want the S in the design. So I'm going to hit Command Z to go back one step. And I'm going to select inverse. I want to select the outside of the apple, not the inside. So I go to Select Inverse, which selects everything but the apple. And I hit delete, big delete key, perfect. Command D, I've got the Apple logo in the S logo, or S logo in the Apple logo. All right, I'm just going to turn this one off here, just so you don't see that. Okay, next we're going to do some fun things with this. I'm going to add some style to it. So right down here I've got the effects. I'm going to do a stroke. I'm going to add a black stroke around that. Okay, and then I'm going to add like a bevel emboss. Now when you're doing the layer styles, make sure you click right on the actual layer style, not on the little check mark here. Okay, so I'm going to click on bevel emboss on the name of it, and then I've got all these tools out here I can play with. Make it look all rounded and kind of neat. Okay, and I can have the light coming from this source or that source, or move it around. All right. Now the next thing I want to do is do a cool background. So I'm going to add a new layer. I'm going to drag that new layer in between the two here. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to add a gradient. Now the gradient's underneath usually your paint bucket, okay, but the gradient tool, I'm going to select just this red and green, click straight on it right here, and then I can change the color. So I'm going to make that, I'm going to leave it red, but I'm going to change this one here to blue. And then I'm going to click drag from here to there, and it makes a neat design. Okay, up and straight. I'm just playing with it until I kind of get what I want. I can pull up from this here. Okay, lots of ideas. All right, now if I want to add some textury fun, I just go to Filter. I just go here to Distort, and I can add a fun ripple effect or whatever I want to that background. Lots of ideas. Okay, so that's the basic way. Now you can go in and do some more things to it. You've got your Apple logo if you want to click effects here, and add more fun things, like I want to do an inner shadow to it, and I can change the inner shadow. Lots of cool things you can do. And then again, you can go to the background. I want this color. I'd rather go from red. No, I'm going to go from blue to yellow. If I want the same color yellow, I just click out here. Oops, I meant to do that. Okay, and then I can go like this. Lots of ideas. Oh, and if you want a different kind of gradient, like this, I want a circular one. The star effect coming out of it or whatever, or, oh, lots. Okay. Cylindrical. That's it. Have fun.